afternoon, everyone. My name is Jiva Rajamohanan, and today I am going to be talking about a very special device right over here. This is a Nikon D4 with an AFS Nikkor up to 24 to 70 millimeter lens with nano crystal coat. The reason why I'm reviewing about this is because I used to take good pictures around, and I have the ability to take any pictures at any circumstances with the white balance and shutter speed and ISO range, as this camera has an ISO range up to 50 to 240,000 in manual, and in a preset function this camera is able to record ISO up to 100 to 12,800. This camera has a 16 megapixel CMOS sensor up to 4,928 times 3,280 pixels in large format. In medium format, this camera has 3,696 times 2,456 in 9 megapixels, and in small format up to 2,464 times 1,640 up to 4 megapixels. This one has 51 autofocus points, and 11 points are cross type sensors. And this camera has a video resolution up to 1920 by 1080 with 29.97 frames per second, or 25 frames per second, or 23.93 frames per second. And with 1280 by 720, this camera can record up to 59.94 frames per second, 50 frames per second, and 29.97 frames per second. And also it can record a resolution up to 640 by 424 at 24.97 frames per second and 25 frames per second with an MPEG-4 format, H.264 MPEG-4. This camera has a built-in time lapse of up to 24 to 3,600 times. Audio quality is linear PCM recording, and the picture format is JPEG, NEF, 12 or 14-bit uncompressed, and lossless compress with NEF, JPG, TIFF, and H.264 MPEG-4. Okay, let's have a little review with this. This camera right over here has an XQD card slot and a CF card slot. Yep, this is a CF card basically here. And I'm gonna show you how the images look like while I took pictures with this Nikon D4. while you saw those pictures over there, these are the pictures I have took on my own. This one is this camera has a 91,000 cross type image sensor inside, and these camera have a USB port, a specific port for the service port, mic and headphone input. Actually, this camera has an airtight seal for water resistance. This one has an HDMI, and rarely this one has a LAN port for taking videos online, as this camera can be used as a surveillance in different situations. Body is light. The reason why this camera is designed with a 16 megapixel sensor is because this camera will able to take pictures and process data faster, unlike any other SLR cameras around. But what's so special about this camera? This can take up to 11 frames per second in locked focus and 10 frames per second in continuous focus. So this is quite it. I am using a 24-70 lens with nano crystal coat, and this lens is able to take pictures wide and far, and I have used this camera in many different situations, or including taking videos and taking pictures as leisure. But this camera, after years of usage, it has been peeled off for some reason, so I had to glue this in. It is peeled off like this through years of usage and that, but still this camera works, as I can prove it. Yeah, some reason it did work. So this is the Nikon D4, and this Nikon D4 is able to take pictures that are a bit more brighter, but we need to balance the lighting and the exposure. So if I take a picture of a flower here, should look, but all those pictures look really cool. Picture needs to need more practice though. So whatever. So the picture here. A few more sides to take a picture of. And this is the picture quality of the Nikon D4. I hope you enjoy this video. So please like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.